Hello, fans. It's Mirror Man again. So I got royally fucked again by YouTube and some fake copyright company, and I am about to try to explain to you how this scheme works. It's relatively easy, really. It's kind of like a Ponzi scheme, but different. It's not exactly like a Ponzi scheme, but I call it a sort of a Ponzi scheme. Um, I'm gonna use an well, first I'm gonna tell you what copyright is intended for, and I'm gonna use the whistling man as an example. Say I'm at the store, and I have Muscle Boy with me, my best friend, and I'm whistling a tune, and somebody else hears it. I go whatever, and someone else hears it and turns it into a song. Now I have Muscle Boy with me as a witness that I whistled this tune. It was entirely new. He knows when I whistled it, and so I can drag that person to court and say that I came up with this tune. That's what author's right is intended for. That's me. My right as an author. Works in any case. Works with any people. Someone whistling a song or singing a song that they made up. Someone else hears it and uses it in music, and then they have sort of a case in court. Anyway, a good example of this is this one South Park episode where a chef made a tune, and they released it, and they also show how he gets fucked by the copyright people. Anyway, now I'm gonna try to explain how this works with these weird, and I call them vague, copyright companies that misuse and abuse the copyright system. When I got hit with 2 strikes on my website by these weird people claiming that what I made was theirs, and which they pulled later on. I told about this in the other video. These were very weird companies from Romania with weird names, and you can also see this in the claim that they made for the result. It's also a weird, strange company, and another company who apparently I think they maybe tried to register the movie Hexan in 2014, and maybe they colorized it or some shit. I don't even care, but they don't own the copyright. Now I'm gonna use another example. Say you have a couple of grandparents and they're filming a barbecue with their kids and grandkids, and they put it on YouTube. Now behind them there's a radio playing, and playing some tunes, and there's lots of noise over it. Like the kids, you can hear the kids and you can hear them talking and whatever. So really you can't even copy these songs that are playing on the radio. Yet, they have a system with bots and artificial intelligence, ironically, that can tell the music, and then they hit it with a copyright notice, and automatically YouTube makes it monetized for them. They get the money for that video that the grandparents uploaded. And these grandparents, they're not gonna check or whatever that there is a strike on their video. They don't know, they don't understand it, whatever. This happens lots of times. And these weird companies, they get a lot of money for this, because if you have one video, say that they get like 15 cents for that video by the grandparents. That's 15 cents that goes to them. Now say that with these bots, they crawl all over YouTube and they find these so-called copyright things. All 15 cents, whatever, 20 cents, everywhere. Now when you have a lot of videos that you basically fake own, that there's copyright and that there's all these dollars and cents flying towards them, which they get, you have a pretty nice, it adds up. They get millions, they get billions for doing nothing, for sitting on their ass. And you may think, well, maybe it goes to the authors, the movie rights, or the music rights, the money goes to the people that composed it. No, it doesn't. In the music industry, there's also videos about that on YouTube, how musicians start out with a debt, and they don't make any money at all on CDs or online sales or these stupid copyright things. They don't make a single dime on it. movie creators don't make anything on it with these stupid copyright laws. They don't get a single cent. Musicians usually make a lot of money through concerts and stuff like that. And, so no money goes to, a lot of it just goes to people sitting on their ass doing nothing, and they just get money for doing nothing and just putting in these bogus claims. It doesn't have anything to do with authors' right. It doesn't have anything to do with copyright. It's bullshit. It isn't against piracy like they like to claim, Piracy, it costs a lot of money for the creators. That's bullshit. It doesn't cost them anything. Look at the real statistics. Look at the real numbers of how this is done and how they actually are making more money. The past 20 years they started making more and more and more money, also because of stupid little schemes like these. And these are people that have nothing to do with the creation process or the creative process or the artists or the actors or the directors. They have nothing to do with it, yet they make billions and billions and billions of dollars just by these fake and fraudulent copyright claims. And a lot of weird, shady companies keep popping up out of the ground, like mushrooms. And they make tons and tons of money with just bogus, fake claims. And somehow YouTube and Google are helping these weird companies. Maybe they also get a percentage or something out of it. I can imagine that maybe, but it's all bullshit. It's bullshit. It's fake. It has nothing to do with piracy. Piracy isn't bad. I'm actually pro-piracy, and this whole thing is just bullshit. I hope you kind of followed what I was trying to tell you here, but trust me, it's bullshit. And if you get these claims, usually me myself, I just take down the video because fuck them. I simply refuse to let them make money over shit that I made. And I even on YouTube got claims for music that I made. I made myself. Graphics I made myself. Videos I made myself. That I didn't even use any other footage or whatever that was copyright free. And in this case with the result was built up from movies that have no copyright on them. None whatsoever. No one can make that claim. So that was all. Bye.